Hello there, and welcome to News in English with Tutor Tom for Monday, the 18th of September 2023. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today, we have a very bizarre news article, and it's headlined and titled US Military Asks for Public's Help to Find F-35 fighter jet. Now, I've done a little bit of research, and this fighter jet, the F-35, in fact costs around $70 million to produce. So it's incredible and very, very bizarre, very strange that the US military is asking the general public for help to find it. Anyway, let's go through this interesting article and then we'll go through again some more very, very great words that you can use within your English speaking going forward. Okay, so the US military has asked for the public's help to try and locate one of its F-35 fighter jets after the pilot ejected from the aircraft. It went missing on Sunday afternoon when the pilot was flying over the southern state of South Carolina. The pilot, who has not been named, ejected and parachuted safely. He is in a stable condition in hospital. It is not yet clear what happened, but officials said the aircraft was involved in a mishap. They said that they were focusing their search around two lakes north of the city of Charleston. Based on the jet's last known location, the searches of Lake Moultrie and Lake Marion are being carried out with federal aviation regulators. Joint Base Charleston posted its appeal for help on X, formerly known as Twitter. Emergency response teams are still trying to locate the F-35, it said. The public is asked to cooperate with military and civilian authorities as the effort continues. It encouraged anyone with information that could help its recovery teams to contact its operations center. It is made by Lockheed Martin and thought to cost around $80 million each and is one of the world's most advanced fighter jets. The F-35 is the largest and most expensive weapons program of its type in the world. In 2018, the US military temporarily grounded its entire fleet of F-35 fighter jets after a crash in South Carolina. So it seems to me that it's incredible, it's very bizarre and very strange that the US military that spends around $80 million on each F-35 plane isn't able to track where the plane is. You would think that it would have the most sophisticated tracking software on the plane. So I'm not sure what's happened, but it's bizarre that the US military is now asking the public for help to locate its $80 million plane that crash landed in the past few days. So, very, very interesting story there, and some more beautiful words that we can add to our database of vocabulary. So, the first one is ejected. Ejected. That's the past tense of eject, the word eject. And that is to force or throw something out in a violent or sudden way. So, for example, lumps of vicious lava were ejected from the volcano. Or another example is to compel someone to leave a place. For example, angry supporters were forcibly ejected from the court. So the pilot had to eject themselves from the plane before it crashed. That's the word ejected. The next is mishap. Mishap, and that just means an unlucky accident. For example, although there were a few minor mishaps, none of the pancakes stuck to the ceiling. That's the word mishap. The next word is aviation. So this was an aviation story, and aviation means the flying or operating of aircraft. For example, two events launched the history of modern aviation. That's the word aviation. The next one is cooperate. Cooperate, and that means to work jointly towards the same end. For example, the leaders promised to cooperate in ending the civil war. Also, it can mean to assist someone or comply with their requests. For example, his captor threatened to kill him if he didn't cooperate. That is the word cooperate. The next word is advanced. Advanced, and that means modern and recently developed. For example, the team developed advanced techniques for measuring and controlling the noise of the submarines. It can also mean far on or ahead in development or progress. For example, negotiations are at an advanced stage. That's the word advanced. And then finally, we've got the word bizarre, which wasn't in the article, but it's a word that I've used several times to describe the article. Bizarre, bizarre, and that means very strange or unusual. I mentioned that it was bizarre that the US military that spent $80 million producing the F-35 aircraft is unable to locate it and is actually asking the general public to help them with locating the aircraft. So it was a bizarre article. Anyway, some really, really nice words there and an interesting article. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you tomorrow with another one. Speak to you soon.